Good afternoon, I'm Jeff Lyons. It is 2:30, time for your afternoon news and streaming show. We do this every day at 2:30 through the week. Robinson Miles will be along here in a few minutes with your news. I've got your weather, and right now we're waiting for the next round of rain to move in. That will arrive tonight and continue through most of Wednesday and then taper off on Thursday. We still have our sights set on a really nice weekend with sunny skies and temperatures in the 80s. There are a few just kind of rogue showers now beginning to kick up here in advance of our main line, which is still about 150 miles away there to the west. The rain just now crossing the Mississippi River. It should be in here probably around the late afternoon commute and into the evening. Plenty of cloud cover will accompany that, and you can see it's a pretty big mass of rain. So we are expecting another 1.5 to 2 inches of rain on top of the nearly 2.5 we got yesterday. So we may see a grand total for the week somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 inches of rain, which will certainly eradicate the drought. That line now extending from north of St. Louis near Alton all the way down into the Boot Heel. We've not seen any severe weather on that line. We can't rule out a couple of strong thunderstorms. At the moment, it's cloudy and quite warm out there, 81 degrees despite the cloud cover, and very humid too, with the dew point now at 69. It's that moist air that will be realized as rainfall again tonight and tomorrow. Temperatures will then push up a little bit into the middle 80s by the weekend as we dry out and we get more sunshine in here, and that will be against a north breeze. So we're expecting low humidity but lots of sunshine and generally pretty pleasant conditions. That soupy air has been drawn up off the Gulf and will stay with us until the cold front makes a clean passage, and that will likely happen on Wednesday night. So by Thursday, we're just dealing with kind of the dregs there behind the cold front. Obviously, we will have cloudy skies all the way through tomorrow. And time-wise, you see 5 o'clock, that rain up to about Interstate 57, and then by 8 o'clock, right over the tri-state, continuing to move east, maybe some more rounds there across western Kentucky, with additional scattered showers then through Wednesday night and early Thursday. I ran our rainfall model. It's a little more pessimistic than some of the other stuff I've been looking at. And remember here, we could see locally heavy rainfall, so some of you might get an inch or 1.5 inches of rain, others not so much. Our rain model now coming up with around 1/2 inch to 3/4 in most spots here where we're expecting the heavy rain. After this event, we dry out and we get right back to our old ways with sunshine and clear out there, obviously clear if it's going to be sunny, but dry, less humid air will continue to stream in all the way through the weekend and into the start of next week. So we should drop it back to about 68 degrees tonight. There will be clouds and rain. Then tomorrow the temperature hits 78 with rain and some thunderstorms at times. It'll be more periodical as we go along there. And then the extended forecast is sunny and dry all the way down the line. Of course, I'll have more information tonight on the weather show at 9 o'clock. In the meantime, stand by. Robinson Miles is here with a news update for you right after this.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices. Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and live from 14 News. This is a 14 Digital News Desk update.
Well, thank you all for joining us once again for our afternoon streaming show. I am Robinson Miles. Again, just me here today. Jamie's off, taking some much-deserved time off, and so sadly you're stuck with just me. But one of the things that we are looking at today is we do have a very full day of news here, continuing to follow some of the big stories from over this weekend, primarily that officer-involved shooting from over the weekend. Another arrest has now been made. Now, police say an Evansville man is facing charges linked to that officer-involved shooting. Police say 25-year-old Maurice Cobb bought the weapon the shooting suspect, 18-year-old Jaylani Chu, used during the shootout with police Sunday morning. Officials say authorities discovered that Cobb bought 2 guns from a store. Surveillance footage showed that Chu was with him at the time that he bought them. Cobb told officers that he gifted Chu the gun 4 days later. Now, during a search of Cobb's home, police found guns, marijuana, and other drug paraphernalia. Now, he's facing a long list of charges, including unlawfully carrying a handgun and false statement on a consent form. So, of course, we're continuing to learn more about that all the time. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more. Now, for our other big headline today that we're keeping our eye on, Indiana Senator Todd Young is pushing a way to create more opportunities in the skilled trades. Now, the senator tells us he's hard at work trying to get the Ships for America Act passed before the end of the year. Now, SHIPS stands for Shipbuilding and Harbor Infrastructure for Prosperity and Security. Young says the legislation, if it passes, would mean local businesses would need all hands on deck for proposed expansions. He says the act would also help make our nation more secure. Now, thinking about exactly how these things would take place, we're going to defer to our Barbara Bellinger. She's the one who's going to be taking a closer look at this, is going to bring us more information just a little bit later on tonight with our evening shows, and then, of course, our show later on tonight. So just a quick little update for you here today. Of course, we do have our evening shows, 14 News at 4, 5, and 6, and of course this evening at 10 to catch you up on everything that's happening around the tri-state. A lot going on. A lot of our reporters are out and about right now, and so of course we'll bring you all those stories in even greater detail, as well as a whole lot more tonight. So for now, thank you for joining us.